3, 2, 1, 0. Son of a bitch! Hello, everyone. It is the odd one, DJ Odd. Deej. It's Deej. Yes, it is. It's a Deej. And welcome to Let's Talk episode 9. It is episode 9. That's right. Blazing Saddles. We've got some Blazing Saddles going on tonight. Greetings to everyone who showed up into the chat this evening. We've got some Blazing Saddles going on tonight. Yep. We've got Happy Dinosaur. Happy night to you, Happy Dinosaur. We've got Mr. Lundell, who was first. Mr. Lundell, first in here tonight. Got Night Breeze. We've got Mr. CCDV, Jedi Bill. We've got Fluger. We've got Parrot Head. We've got Josh Street, who's cursing me out for starting earlier. We got Mike Richards. Greetings from Columbus, Ohio. We got even Pixelate wandering around in the chat, holding his ears because it's loud. Yep. And I'm sure we'll get a few more in here soon, but you know what? We're going to throw the lines open for those that want to join the panel for Blazing Saddles tonight as we discuss the movie and all the joys that come with it. Now remember, folks, we are going to avoid certain words from the movie because, you know, YouTube don't like those things, and, well, we don't want to say them. No, we don't, because we don't want to get in trouble. And Jeff Franklin is here going blah. Yes, Jedi Bill 6 is, excuse me while I whip this out. Yeah, he's wanting to whip things out, and I'm not sure what he wants to whip out. I'm not even sure if I really want to know there, Bill. And the first one up here is Ogre.
Hey, everybody.
Wrong movie.
I know.
Hey.
It also help me if I switch over to the right headset so I can hear what you guys are saying.
Geez, come on. All that money you spend on the system, you're constantly hassling the LD to keep it running right, and you pick up the wrong headphones.
Well, no, I have to switch back and forth between things to get you guys to hear certain sounds while I, you know. And I don't do it that often, so sometimes I forget to switch back. Yeah. Plus, I tried to nap all afternoon. Still not awake. Anyway,
Glad somebody could get a nap in.
but we got Blazing Saddles.
Oh, yes.
I would say one of the best comedies of all time.
I would venture to say the best out of the 70s.
Well, you might just stick to the 70s. I kind of go with all time because it's Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It's one of the greatest ever.
And no, parrot, we can't even say that word. That's a no too. Can't say that one, parrot. Hello, Rambling. Yeah, the whole first 10 minutes of this movie would be really problematic.
Just the first 10 minutes? Oh, God, man.
In that first 10 minutes, you got words coming left and right that you can't get away with nowadays.
Oh, yeah, like that good old work song.
Kapla bird. I don't know. It was a great movie for 1974.
Yeah.
And I was digging through the information on this movie today, and there were some things that I didn't even know. There was a few things that I wasn't even aware of. Kind of like the original idea came from Andrew Bergman. And it was supposed to have been Alan Arkin was hired to direct it, and James Earl Jones was going to play the sheriff.
I don't see that working at all. Okay.
I don't either, but that was the original development idea. It was supposed to be a takeoff of Malcolm X, and it was going to be called, the first draft was called Tex X. Then it got handed over to Mel Brooks.
Oh, okay.
And Mel Brooks took that loose idea and started to form it together. But there was still a couple of mind-blowing things to me. We all knew about Richard Pryor was supposed to be the original choice for Sheriff Bart.
Yeah.
But the studio said no because of his drug arrest and all that. But Gene Wilder wasn't the first choice for the Waco Kid either. John Wayne was. John Wayne was the first choice, but he declined. He deemed the film too blue for his family-oriented image.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he told Brooks that he would be the first person in line to see it.
Yep.
You just can't see John Wayne, saying that line, the little blankety blank shot me in the ass.
Yeah.
You just, you can't. That just doesn't work.
And then Gig Young was cast, and he collapsed in the first scene from alcohol withdrawal syndrome. That's when it went to Gene Wilder. And Gene Wilder had already turned down a role along with Johnny Carson. They were both originally asked to do Hedley Lamar's role. And then Harvey Korman got it.
Now, I could see Gene Wilder pulling off Hedley Lamar.
I don't know. I don't think could have been that serious, convincingly serious.
Hello, Mr. CCDB.
Hey. I get no kick from champagne.
I know you were quoting it, Jedi.
Mere alcohol doesn't thrill me at all. The
And-
Cape Town
and-
races.
And during the whole casting, Madeline Kahn objected when Mel asked to see her legs. Because she said, so it's that kind of audition. And he had to explain that he was happily married and everything else. He just wanted to see if she could pull off a Marlene Dietrich, like in Destiny Rides Again, chair straddle.
Oh.
So she lifted her skirt and said, no touching. So there was lots of fun right from the get-go before they even started filming this thing.
One of the things I like most about the writer's room is that Richard Pryor told Mel Brooks, all right, you write all the black lines and I'll write all the white lines, and it'll be funnier that way.
Yeah, see, the studio had problems with the frequent use of the N-word. And, well, they also had problems with Lily Von Stroop's seduction scene. The farting around the campfire, the Mongo punching out of a horse.
Oh, did you know that the Madeline Kahn scene with Bart is the only scene in the movie that got edited?
Well, yeah,
cut?
that was because she made the one line was during the seduction. He said that I hate to disappoint you, man, but you're sucking on my arm. But it was both Pryor and Little that kept giving support to Brooks about the N-word, saying no, leave it in. This is funny. This is what we need to have.
Yeah.
And one other little thing about behind the scenes, when the film premiered, it was at the Pickwick Drive-In Theater in Burbank, and both Little and Wilder watched the film on horseback.
Did they really? Oh, that's great.
And opening night at the drive-in, they both were on horseback the entire time watching the film.
That is perfect.
Now, if it was the same horses, we don't know because it didn't say, but they were on horseback. Well, there was one other little behind the scene. When they were looking for a singer for the title song, Mel Brooks put out an adverse in trade papers looking for a Frankie Lane type singer.
Frankie Lane was still alive at the time.
Yeah, and what was surprising is Frankie Lane replied to it and said he'd sing the song.
Yep.
And he sang his little heart out like it was a complete serious song and didn't know everything was a spoof for the film.
Yeah, when he saw the film, he was pissed.
Because he never heard the whip cracks or any of that during it. That was all added in afterwards.
Well, he's used to whip cracks in songs. I mean, he
Well,
did the theme of Rawhide,
yeah, but he
Mule
thought
Train.
he thought it was a complete serious thing. But we start the film off with them working on the railroad. Wasn't that fun?
Docked at so and so for a day's work for napping on the job. That was it.
Camptown ladies sing that song. Doo-dah.
Don't know that one, huh?
Yeah.
What in the
Sweet.
wide world of sports is going on here?
Here.
Yeah, we got to sit there and mention old Slim Pickens. What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I hired you to build a railroad, not dance around.
Oh boy. So we got him sitting there, and they've discovered that there's possible quicksand.
In the desert.
You two take a hand card out there and check out the route.
Now, what didn't make sense? Of course, it was because, well, it wasn't supposed to make sense. But how in the hell they laid the track down over the quicksand in the first place?
Yeah, that kind of bugged me a little bit.
Yeah, it kind of bugs me. It's just like we went right into it, but it's like, how the hell did they lay that on there in the first place? Didn't know it was there.
Well, they had to put a comedy scene in there somehow, didn't they?
And then, to top it off, metal track. How did it sink down into the quicksand? It was attached to the rest of it. Is it going to stay level?
Yeah.
And why didn't they just grab the cart when the rope got tied over it and get pulled out with it?
Because that wouldn't have been as funny.
Yeah.
Right to the mayor's office and tell him I said, ow!
Bart wouldn't have gotten his revenge.
It's true, but still, you kind of overthink it, and there you go. Ouch. Yep. So we end up there with the Attorney General, Hedley Lamar.
That's Hetty.
Hetty!
No, that's Hetty.
It's Hedley.
Hedley.
What are you worried about? In 200 or in 100 years, you could sue her.
And of course, Taggart wants Bard hung. Yeah, sure, gonna hang him. Poor Hangman, though, he's pretty busy. Got long lines.
See, I'm very busy.
Even
Shh, Taggart, it's just a man and a horse being hung out there.
Yes, I even have the picture of the man and the horse.
No, the thing is though, they drag up Quasimodo as the executioner.
Yep. They're even gonna hang somebody in a wheelchair.
Oh yeah. The Dr. Gillespie murders.
Yep.
Dr. Gillespie murders. Oh, jeez.
Of course, some people watching it.
Jokes.
Yeah, but some of the people watching it these days wouldn't know half the references.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's only us old farts that have any idea what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah.
Land grab. Sea snatch.
Bill says, on behalf of the Political Correct Society, I hereby declare this stream deplorable and not be allowed to continue. And we say to that,
I've got, for anyone that doesn't like it, I got 2 words for them.
we don't care what the politically correct think, because this damn movie is awesome.
Yeah.
Up yours, Philip.
I mean, this movie is so awesome that it's had a TV show tried to be made of it. It's had an unreleased animated film version called Blazing Samurais.
Oh, I hadn't heard of that one.
Oh yeah, there's an unreleased animated version called Blazing Samurai, starring Michael Cerna and Samuel L. Jackson, Michelle Yeoh, and Ricky Gervais.
Wow.
Okay, how do you get a bootleg copy of this?
I don't know because it's unreleased.
Oh,
I really don't know, but it's unreleased. But you know, if you get the 30th anniversary, you also get the television pilot Black Bart, starring Lou Gossett Jr. and Steve Landensburg.
I've actually seen that one. It wasn't very funny.
Well, no, they couldn't do what the movie did. Not for CBS at the time.
No.
And you know, the film was deemed a classic, so it had to go to the Library of Congress.
Oh, yeah. There should be 2 copies in the Library of Congress.
okay. Hey, DJ, I just actually looked up that Blazing Samurai, and there's rumor on Wikipedia that there's a tentative 2021 release date.
We'll see.
Yeah. That's why I said rumor.
Yeah.
It's Wikipedia. It's got to be true.
Oh, yeah. Bonjour. He's French. I met him on the internet.
Oh.
So where were we? The horse. Yeah, the horse and all that being. Yep. We got that one.
And then they go into the governor's office.
The governor.
Gov.
Yeah.
Give me a rumph.
Get a harump out of that guy.
Hello, boys.
Work.
Hey, you didn't think I was not going to throw the twins up tonight? No, I had to throw the twins up. I'm sorry. I'm a bad toxic male, but damn it,
That's a perfect pair. So
it is.
you appreciate art. So what you
How about we pass these out to the boys in lieu of pay?
Yeah, little paddle balls. Mine's broke.
This thing's warped. Why do I always get a warped one?
Help me with this. Think about the secretary.
Right as usual, sir. Thump, 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 thump.
Oh boy. So we're there at the governor's office, and
A letter from
Headley.
Rockridge.
Headley has to sit there and attempt to figure out how to take over Rock Ridge to buy up all the land so he can own it when the railroad goes through.
Dare I say, the president. Dum, dum, da-dum, dum, da-dum, da-dum, da-da-da.
I always wanted a pair of boxers that said Gov on the back. Throwing that out. You got to have the boxers with Gov on the back. I mean, but yeah, so Headley and Taggart come up with a plan to send all his men through town, whooping and hollering, and
They were number 6.
number 6, whooping and hollering, but of course it doesn't
Killing all
affect
the
the
men,
women.
Arring all the cattle. What about the women? Oh, we are them at the
After party.
number
The
6
number
dance.
6 dance.
Yeah, we're not going to say what the R word was, but everybody who's watched the film knows what it was. This movie was completely filled with things that were offensive, but you know what? It was meant to be that way because it wanted to poke fun at all the bad things in life.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So my car.
Who's breaking into the car?
That was outside my window.
Damn it. Just in. Mr. Lundell has riots outside his window.
No,
They broke into his car.
you'd hear rapid gunfire if that was happening. Okay.
And a rapid reload.
And you would see the camera come on and Mr. Lundell grabbing his batleth and running outside.
It's a good day to die.
When I grab the batless, I'm mopping up strays. So
so they go whooping and hollering into town. They even throw the dang dynamite into the church.
Oh, Lord. Let us read from Matthew, Mark,
Luke, and
Boom.
No, you can't do that though without the joke in there. Throwing back to the thing about the dance, women stampeded and cattle ard.
And of course, right before you had the classic Gabby.
I haven't heard such wonderful frontier gibberish in all my years.
I actually have the quote right here. I was born here, I was raised here, and
I'm gonna die here.
And ain't no side-wadding, bushwhacking, horn-swaggling cracker croaker is gonna roll my fishing cutter.
Forever.
Of course, Gabby will come back later to make a pivotal role point.
Oh, that was the
Actually, though, Gabby makes the same joke as the governor makes at one point, though. I was just thinking about this. The same joke is used twice in the movie about Bart.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah, sort of, except for when Gabby does it, he can't finish because of a bell.
Yeah.
Right.
But we're not going to talk about that joke because the sheriff is
Bing.
Oh, God,
Oh,
no. No, while the movie can get away with that, we can't, folks.
yeah.
We can't get away with that one. Well, wait a minute. Mr. Lundell might be able to, but the rest of us can't. That's for sure.
If no one else can use it, I can't use it. So
That's true. Gang people. Anyway, so then they decide they send a telegram to the governor's office. And that's where they're giving out the pedal ball boards in lieu of pay. And they read the note that they got to send the sheriff. And that's when Headley decides, let's send Bart to sheriff. And he comes and introduces Bart to the governor.
can't you see that man is a...
wow.
Sorry. You. Can't you see that man is a...
Hello, Ambassador. We're having fun tonight. Tell Mrs.
Happy birthday to Mrs. Ambassador.
That's right. Happy
Definitely.
birthday. So, this is when we get to the point, the second pivotal point for Gabby. As he's standing up there, keeping watch for the sheriff.
Are you forgetting about the big band in the desert?
Yeah, Count
Well,
Basie.
of course, Count Basie. We got to have Count Basie.
Bart rides up with his Gucci saddlebags.
And Count Basie is sitting there playing April in Paris in the middle of the desert.
I love it. The visual jokes are just awesome.
That's one thing with the movie. If you blinked, you just missed 7 jokes.
Yep, that's why you always got to watch the movie a few times. I had the movie playing and it went through 3 times this afternoon. Though I was a little tired and dozed off through 1.5 of those times. Bad me. But I was tired.
Bad, Dave. Bad.
I was really tired though. I can't help it.
No biscuit for you.
I'm going to have to go to the corner.
Yeah. Oh, and that just reminded me. I don't have that movie on Blu-ray.
Uh-oh.
So, Amazon, here I come.
Get it now while you can.
Yeah.
Before they ship out some edited version that runs only 5 minutes because all the rest of the good parts were taken out.
Well, now, if CBS could figure out a way to run a 2-hour version of it on broadcast television, there could, they can do a watered-down version of it.
I remember the watered down version when I was a kid. It wasn't as much fun to watch.
No, it was funny, but once you saw the unedited theatrical release, you knew just how funny it really was.
Yeah.
So here comes Black Bart riding into town. And Gabby sitting up there. The sheriff isn't.
Oh. What did he say? He said the sheriff is near.
No, dang it, dang it. I said the sheriff is a...
Oh,
Dang. Hello, B-Star, with the name change.
new name. Nice.
And no, Jeff Franklin, this is not Crystal Skull this week. I'm sorry. But he gets there. He gets up onto the stage.
We'd like
all
to.
He just wanted to whip that out.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Ah!
And then everybody pulls their weapons on him.
Yeah. Which one of my favorite jokes at the beginning of the movie happens right there with the Reverend. Let's say he this great book and what it has to say, and someone shoots it. He's looking at the boy. You're on your own.
But the way Bart gets out of it is classic too, by taking himself hostage.
Nobody move. I'll blow this all over this town.
I blow that head all over town. Oh, help me.
Won't someone please help that man?
Hush, Arthur. That's a sure way to get him killed.
And right here, actually, though, says so much about this movie that we can just throw these lines off top of our heads.
There's something wrong with us.
And then he gets into the sheriff's office and he starts hugging himself and he goes, "You're so talented. And they're so stupid."
Oh.
But then that's when he discovers he has someone inside.
The drunk in number 3 is awake.
The drunk in number 3 is awake.
Hanging upside down on the top bunk.
Can I give you some help?
All that I can get.
I forgot to throw that up there while we were talking, damn it.
Help me.
Help me.
Hold on low. Do what he's saying. Do what he's saying.
Cleavon Little was so talented.
Yeah.
So we're in the office, and he's finally discussing who his.
Oh, one of my favorite lines. Are we awake? I
Are
don't know.
we?
Are we black?
Then we are awake.
But we are very confused.
Yeah, I just cannot see this movie being made with any others but those two.
Oh, they blended so well together.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Richard Pryor I could have seen. Because Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder had such great chemistry
Oh yeah, in
True.
later
in the movies they made. But I don't know. Cleavon Little just fit the role so good.
Oh, he had that charismatic streak that just wouldn't quit.
Now, there's a scene between them that I don't think would have worked nearly as well because Richard Pryor would have suspected Gene Wilder of coming out with some off-the-wall thing to say. So the natural reaction wouldn't be there. And that was the one, you know,
No.
morons.
Oh.
Yeah, that was not a planned line. That was just Richard Pryor off the cuff.
But we got him sitting around discussing that he's Jim.
Yeah, Jim. A man who drinks like that and doesn't eat is going to die.
When? That's the key question. When?
Hey,
But that's when we find out that he was really the Waco Kid. And you get the great story about how everybody started to show up and wanted a piece of the Waco Kid. And one day,
it was
from behind, he hears, "Reach for it, mister." And it turns out to be a 6-year-old. And that's when he threw his guns to the ground and walked off. And the little bastard shot him dead.
Yes.
He crawled into a bottle and been there
Been
ever.
there ever since.
Of course, then we get the story for Bart on how his family come out west with the wagon train, but not exactly with the wagon train. Far behind it. And the Indians attack. And of course, the white people formed a circle, but we had to make our own circle. And you see them just circling around in a little circle. And you get the chief that comes up and looks at him.
And speaks Yiddish.
Yep, a Yiddish chief. That decides to let him go because they darker than us.
They darker than us.
Gotta say, Mel Brooks is funny in all these movies that he does. But of course, Bart keeps attempting to go out and play nice with the town folks, and so he goes outside and he runs into the little old lady who immediately tells him, "Up yours." Yeah, can't say that one either.
Good morning, ma'am. And isn't it a lovely morning?
Up yours. Yeah.
What do you expect? These are simple people. You know, morons.
Morons.
And then we go to our favorite scene.
The scene Mel Brooks agreed to cut and then left.
Cowboys and beans.
Burp.
Yes, I'm adding sound effects in, folks.
Hey, Mr. Taggart, can we get some more beans?
I think you've had enough.
And they're trying to decide who's going to go in to get the new sheriff. And they come up with the idea.
Let's get Mungo.
Now, there are some deleted scenes of the whole Mongo Bart that
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad that they took out of the original movie, but you can still see with
Oh yeah, they did like a takeoff on some Looney Tunes.
yep.
That's not my phone.
Not mine either.
Not mine.
We can look at Mr. Lundell on that one.
Huh?
All that music in the background. No, there was two other scenes that featured Mongo. The first one was where he comes in and there's an automated gunfighter there to insert quarter to shoot at. And
Yeah.
a cannon pops out of his chest and shoots Mongo in the face. And then there was the second one with buried treasure down the well.
Uh-huh. Well, wait. The Candygram was first.
Candygram was left in the movie, though.
Yeah, that was the first one because Mungo had already went into the bar, into the saloon, and he had everybody behind the piano. That's when I think it was the barber ran and got Bart, and it's like the fool is he's gonna.
And yes, Robert, we talked about the TV show that only had one episode. As far as I know, there was only one episode. But then there was the other one that didn't make the film where Bart sent Mongo down the well for buried treasure and then quit his oxygen supply and sent a little sign down saying, insert 25 cents for more air.
Remember
No,
those?
but
Played them during the network.
the broadcast version they put that scene in.
Well, they had to put some filler in for all the stuff they took out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How Mongo get air with this antique pump? Mongo? I was almost tempted to try to play little clips of it, but then I decided not to. Because, well, I've already got nailed once on clips things. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. But he finally gets Mongo subdued.
Candygram for Mongo. Candygram for Mongo.
Mungo like candy.
Yes, Mongo does like candy.
Did we skip the scene where the school marm is reading the letter about the sheriff?
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
Mongo likes candy.
Yeah, we did skip the scene with the school marm. Bad me.
Nah, no worries.
Well, there was a little point that I was going to bring up, and I'm trying to remember where it was now because I had all these notes sitting here in front of me and about who the school marm was.
I think I looked her up once before, but my memory sucks. I drink too much, or I drink just enough. Either way, the movie's still funny to me.
Or you haven't drank quite enough.
One or the other. Yeah, or the other.
Because actually, the school marm.
Yeah, that was right after he got in, after he pulled the stunt to get into the sheriff's office.
Honorable Governor Lepetamaid. We can't hear you. Honorable Governor Lepetamaid.
Ugh.
They did ask her to speak up.
That's right. He did speak up.
But everybody in the crowd reacted perfectly.
Oh, that's right. This is what it was. This is what it was. Harriet Johnson, which was the school marm,
Yeah.
was actually Dom DeLuise's wife.
Oh.
Huh.
Huh.
Ah.
That was the
Excellent.
point. That was the point I was going to make. That it was Dom DeLuise's wife. That's who that was.
So how many degrees of separation is that now?
And Brooks's wife is actually an extra in the church congregation scene. Anne Bancroft.
Oh, I missed that, Dan. I don't.
She's one of the extras that's sitting in the congregation.
Oh, huh. I gotta look for that then, because I do have the movie on VHS.
But yes, Mongo likes candy. Mongo likes candy.
And then they get the telegram from the governor.
Yep, telegram.
Have to release Mongo. So what do? They throw a bucket of water on him. What does he
And he
do? Just walks out of the chains.
And then he doesn't want to leave.
I think
Mongo
someone
like-
has a crush on you, Sheriff.
Mongo straight.
Bart first person to beat Mongo. Mongo like Bart. Mongo want to stay with Bart. Mongo straight. So then they decide, well, what are they going to do? So
The Beast could not win.
Taggart and Headley have a discussion. Of course, Headley can't find Froggy.
Right. Where's Froggy? Where's
Where's
Froggy?
Gotta have Froggy.
Taggart, that's not Froggy.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Taggart, don't be reaching in there. It's not good, Taggart. Don't reach into the bathtub. That's definitely not Froggy. Oh, Twitter. Yeah, Bill and Parrot are both sending me Blazing Saddle stuff.
Punching out the horse.
Yeah, Candygram for Mongo.
Okay, for Mango. This thing's whooped. Why do I always get a broken one?
So we've got them discussing now what they're going to do. And, well, since the beast didn't work,
Send in the beauty.
Lily von Stoop. Ah.
I'm so tired.
I'm tired of. And of course, if you listen to the song closely, you can tell Mel Brooks does a little singing part in it.
Yeah.
But yep, you got Lily von Stroop. Got to admit, I always loved her in that outfit.
Yeah.
What was that poster that said the Teutonic Tidwillow? Was that it?
I thought it was Teutonic Twit.
Or something like that. But But of course, that didn't go to plan either because Lily falls for Bart.
It's Twoo. It's Twoo.
He's such a nice guy.
Three Schnitzegluben is enough, baby.
You are making a German spectacle of yourself.
So now that doesn't even work. But Bart gets some information from Mongo and all that. So Bart and Jim decide to visit the railroad work site and find out that the railroad's coming to Rock Ridge.
Yep. Well, they found that out from Mongo. Something about choo-choo.
Choo-choo. Choo-choo come to Rock Ridge.
Mongo just pawn in Game of Life.
So they go to visit, and Taggart and his men arrive to kill Bart. Of course, so they don't know.
Don't that beat all. We come to the West, kill every Indian, and for what? So
Don't listen to that, Alky.
So can become a sheriff. I am depressed. Well, Mr. Taggart, would it make you feel better if we were to shoot that till he was dead?
But they don't get a chance because Jim outshoots them. And that's when they decide to go on a recruiting phase. We've got to recruit. We don't need no stinking badges.
Straight out of Treasure of the Sierra Madres.
Oh,
And
I
hello,
never-
Admiral.
I didn't realize it until I was just looking at some trivia stuff on the movie, but Mel Brooks makes an appearance in that line.
Yeah, he's standing next to a pilot.
Yeah, well,
Well,
he's
he-
wearing aviator clothes.
He's wearing the
Oh,
aviator clothes.
yeah.
Yeah, I never realized it.
But then they got to start recruiting an army of thugs, including common criminals, cuckoos,
Cutthroats.
bad Germans from the 40s, even though this was supposed to be before then.
1880s, I know.
And they even was hiring some Methodists.
Yeah. And Taggart says, all right, cutthroats. What else?
Rustlers, cutthroats, murderers, bounty hunters, desperados, mugs, pugs, thugs, nitwits, halfwits, dimwits, snipers, conmen, Indian agents, Mexican bandits, muggers, buggers, bushwhackers, hornswogglers, horse thieves, bull dykes, train robbers, bank robbers, ass kickers, shit kickers, and Methodists.
Methodists.
Hey, hold it. I'm Methodist. What is it?
Don't worry, Mr. Lundell. My early life, I went to a Methodist church too, so it's okay. They can't hold that against us.
Chewing gum online, eh?
Of course,
Enough.
Everyone.
Of course, Jim and Bart infiltrate as the Klan, wearing little smiley faces on the back of their.
So you have to say the best guy they had on that line is the one. His only crime was stampeding cattle through the Vatican.
Well, Red, I always told you to clean up after your nightly cross burnings. See, it's coming out.
And of course, the classic line that everybody quotes: "Where are the white women at?"
I was waiting to see who was going to say that line first.
Well, Mr. Lundell skipped ahead. Gosh.
It happens with these streams of ours. We just kind of bounce back and forth. We're never in order. We don't care.
No, it's just fun talking about them.
Hello, Admiral Oliver Doom. Phil. Markrell is one. Come on. All right, so we go and so they find out, and Bart and them's got to get away. Now there were some deleted scenes for that too.
Yeah. They ended up going to it was like a church picnic.
Where they were all getting baptized.
Yeah. Singing Wade in the Water.
Wade in the water. Wade in the water. No, never mind. I just stole Mr. CCD's area. He's usually the singer.
Sorry, I don't actually, I don't know that one. If it were go down to the river to pray, then I would get, but.
Oh, well, then I guess I didn't steal it this time.
Nope. Yeah, I didn't know that one.
Oh, so we got it to where they're trying to figure out how they're going to save the town. And they come up with a plan to build another rock ridge.
And so who do they go to help?
The railroad workers.
We'll give land to the blacks and the Chinese, but no Irish.
Prairie shit.
Of course, they do a good backup plan to delay them by putting in a toll road.
Yeah.
Let's put in a toll.
Dimes.
So you got a toll road to slow them up while they build this town.
Somebody needs to go back to town and get a shitload of dimes.
And of course, there was another deleted scene from the movie there, where the governor shows up with reporters into the fake town, and sits there, and the reporters look at him and say, "Well, these are dummies." And he goes, "Shh, don't talk about my constituents that way. I know they are."
And he said something about a damn local. And they were almost ready to. It was a union slam. Damn locals, and they were getting ready to quote him on that, and somebody stopped them.
Hello, Captain Trek. So we're coming up to the part where they finally get through the toll booth, and the raiders attack the fake town populated with dummies, which are booby trapped.
With dynamite.
But the plunger doesn't work.
Dun dun dun. So it's going to be up to Jim's sharpshooting abilities to detonate the bombs.
And just as he takes aim. Oh, Lord. Everybody starts shooting them.
And of course, the bombs go off, launching bad guys and horses skyward. And Rock Ridgers attacks the village. The villains. And the resulting brawl between the townfolk railroad workers and Lamar's thug literally break the fourth wall, and the fight spills into the neighboring sets.
Watch me.
Which is hilarious in itself. Get them, girls!
Watch.
I'm parked behind the commissary, so we.
Yeah.
You brute!
Wesley asks, "What you nuts doing today?" Well, we're reviewing Blazing Saddles. That's what we're doing, Wesley. And you get the big food fight scene in the commissary. You've got,
And to start off the commissary, you get a man portraying a German. They lose me right after the bunker scene.
And he has a Brooklyn accent.
Yeah.
that whole thing just made the end of the movie great, because it's like, all right, so they're actually fighting everywhere now, and some of them still feel like they're Old West. And it's just hilarious. And you got Lamar trying to get out of Dodge, hails a taxi, and says, "Drive me off this picture." And then ducks in the Grumman's Chinese Theater, where it's playing the premiere of Blazing Saddles.
And the woman is standing outside and said, "How did he do such stunts with such small?" Oh no, Lamar is the one who says that. A woman says, "Oh look, it's Headley."
I'm standing in Headley Lamar's shoes.
Headley, as he's walking by.
I like his student.
Oh, yeah.
Be a break.
And then, of course, as he's sitting there watching the movie, he sees on the screen Bart arriving on horseback outside the theater.
He chokes on his popcorn.
Where Bart blocks Lamar's escape and shoots him in the groin. Ouch. And then Bart and Jim go in and watch the end of the movie.
Yep. And then they ride off into the sunset together. And they get off their horses and get into a limousine and keep driving.
Yep. Great film.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Love it.
Fun
it's one of
film.
those. If you're not ready to laugh every second, don't even watch it. 'Cause
Yeah, because I showed an unedited version to my mother. Okay. And okay, the N-word scenes. I mean, she died laughing. That was, and probably the funniest was, what was that? Oh, well, at the dumb DeLuise, when he was watching.
Dom DeLuise is Buddy Bazaar, director of The French Mistake. And I think what you were looking for earlier was Lily Von Stroop, the Teutonic Titwillow.
Yeah.
Oh, Titwillow.
Titwillow. Yeah. And Stoop, that's actually a sex reference. And, even the song, she was.
I'm so tired.
Yeah. She was supposed to be like a tramp.
Yeah. In Yiddish, stoop means to push or to stuff.
I've got a request to say Titwillow again. Titwillow. I don't know why. I'm just supposed to say Titwillow. But I wanted to make a couple Johnson references from the town folks, because there was Olson Johnson, which was a reference to vaudeville comedy team Olson and Johnson. Howard Johnson, of course, was for Howard Johnson's restaurant chain. Van Johnson was just for the actor Van Johnson. And Dr. Samuel Johnson was from an 18th century English writer by that name. That was just some of the Johnson references in that whole thing.
Johnson's quite a bit in this movie.
And the whole town was Johnson's.
Yeah.
Titwillow. I don't know. Maybe that's going to be my new tagline. Titwillow. I don't know.
Well, I just actually found an interesting thing out. That early scene in there where Bart holds the gun to his head is actually based off something Mel Brooks did as a kid. He stole a water gun, and when the clerk tried to stop him, he held the worker at bay with a water pistol.
Well, some of the funniest things do come out of real life.
Mm-hmm.
But on the serious side, I love how all these people nowadays think that this movie is bad and shit. My freaking God, this movie was making fun of all the racism and crap.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was
Pointing it out.
it was teaching us just how stupid it is.
Exactly.
And that's the point that most of these people miss nowadays, that it was Mel Brooks, the comedy genius, that pointed out all the bad things and made fun of it. And yet people sit there and think, oh my God, this thing's so bad, it's so racist, it's picking on people. No, it's not picking on people, damn it, people. It's making fun of the idiots that do it.
Yeah.
And it made fun of everybody equally.
That's right.
But I did find on Burt Gilliam, who played Lyle, was actually having trouble saying that word until Cleveland Little told him that if I thought you'd say it in real life, we'd go to Fist City. But this is all fun. Don't worry about it.
Oh, Lyle. Old Bert did a hell of a lot of movies. So on your scale of 1 to 10 people, what would you rate this movie?
This
Personally,
is, I'm sorry, go ahead, Night
I was
Priest.
gonna say, I'd go with 10 to 11. This is one of my all-time favorite comedy movies.
Yeah. Well, I'd have to go 9.5, just because to me 10 is unattainable.
That's a fair argument. I am going to go 10.
Well, see, the movie that would be a 10 in my book is, I would die from laughing. I would physically be dead from laughing. So it has to be less than that. It has to be, 9.5.
Ah, okay. Well, don't ever read the funniest joke that was ever written.
Yeah, that'll kill you.
I'll kill you every time.
And apparently Titwillow, as the way I say it, makes some laugh. Titwillow. Titwillow. Uh-oh, Jedi Bill's giving it a 10 plus.
Uh-oh.
I color within the lines. I'm just giving it a 10. Ugh. Gosh.
Gosh. Yeah, gosh. I put it right up there at the top. It's one of the best movies up there. Actually, Mel Brooks holds 2 of my most favorite movies in my top 5s. This one and Frankenstein.
Oh, okay. Young Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Roll in the hay.
But that's for another day. When, I don't know when, but it will be for another day. I've got
sometime in October, I think.
Yeah. I've got so many ideas coming up for movies that I want to talk about, review, and that, but I don't know which yet. I would probably go through my movie collection, pick one out, and then make an announcement. But I think we've done good for this stream. We actually stayed on topic pretty much all the way through.
Yeah.
We've done good.
That's why it's a top 10 movie.
Yeah, that's right, because we were able to stay on topic.
Oh, there's one more reference in with the Johnson names. Gabby
Gabby.
is he's a tribute to George Gabby Hayes.
Yeah, the
ultimate sidekick.
Yeah, the old frontier guy with the gibberish.
Pfluger says Headley Lamar did sue for his copyright. History of the World, Bill. Well, it might be in my top 20, but it's not my top 5. I'm sorry. But that may be another review coming up one of these days, too. From the chat, we got an 8 out of 10 from Carlo.
Now, that's really conservative. For this movie, that's really conservative.
Really is.
I wish we could find out what Anti-Trekker would rate it on his scale.
No, I don't. No. We're not even asking him on what he would rate it. No, because Anti-Trekker, no.
Next thing you know, it'll be stop the hate. So yeah, let's just leave him out of this.
And Anti-Trekker would be one that would sit there and do a review on this movie and it'd take 40 hours.
And never finish it.
That's right. It'd be a 40-hour review and he'd only make it halfway through the movie and then quit. So I don't. I think we've done good on this one. We actually kept it to right about an hour, barely over.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to get ready to end the stream, but the fun's not over. Because we'll do an after party stream where we can talk about anything we want.
Well, I'm going to run on over to karaoke. So
you have fun with the karaoke tonight.
Okay.
I'll see you guys later.
Okay, Mr. CC.
It's been a pleasure having you join us for this.
Yeah. Will you
Blazing Saddles?
Yeah. Will you be joining me tomorrow?
Yes. I just hope it doesn't crash like it did last week.
I think me and LD got it worked out.
Okay.
Perfect movie, Trilogy of Terror with Karen Black.
Oh, I love that one. I love that little voodoo doll. That's the damn thing that freaked me out the most as a kid. That damn little voodoo doll.
Especially when he jumps out of the tub with a knife in his mouth.
Yep, that damn movie freaked me out to no end.
Yeah. Oh, but you were a lot younger when I was like junior high school.
Yeah, I was a little bit younger at that point, but it freaked the hell out of me.
Yeah, that doll would, because it would, we were like, me and my brothers and sisters, we were like cracking up. He's running, running through the house with the knife, just inches away from Karen Black. It was funny to us. Yeah.
All right, I'm putting the link into the chat for the next stream. I've already got it to where it's almost ready to go. All I got to do is hit live on that one. So when I end this one, I'll hit live on the other one, and we will continue to have some fun with discussions about whatever.
All right, have a great time, guys.
Thank you, Mr. CCDB, for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Great night.
Yeah,
Thank you, Mr. Mondell.
Okay, I think I'm going to call it a stream myself. I got a real job, so I gotta be fresh for it tomorrow. So,
and thank you, Nightbreeze, and thanks everyone in the chat that joined us this evening. We had a good show for tonight.
Yeah, it was fun.
Everybody liked Blazing Saddles. We're out of here for now. I will see you for those that join me over on the next stream here in just 30 seconds.
Have a great night.
Have a fun one.